walls are looking great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Everything's looking good. So why don't you walk us through?
Yeah, basically what I did was in both of these corners on these walls, I started with a full tile here, just so the pattern kind of continues all the way up the wall, kind of almost stair-stepping up the wall. That worked out nice. And then as far as where I started height-wise, I started with a full tile down here at the bottom of this bench. And I just kind of, with the size of the tile being so small, I just kind of had to try to find a layout where, you know, I'd have like the minimal amount of small cuts or sliver cuts. It worked out good for the most part, I would say. Up against the ceiling, there are some smaller pieces, but thankfully the ceiling was close to level enough where I didn't have anything that shrunk down into the size of a piece that I couldn't cut or anything like that. So overall, yeah, that worked out nice, and I really didn't end up with anything, you know, too small or something that was so small it wasn't able to be cut or didn't cut nice. So yeah, overall it worked out well. Yeah, that worked out nice because we have a 12 by 28 inch niche. So it did work out nice, yeah, because I didn't end up with any L cuts around the perimeter of the niche. So so that worked out really nice, being able to have kind of full pieces around the niche. It's always nice when you're able to do that, a little bit more visually appealing. So I would probably say making these cuts around the window was difficult because they're tough cuts to make, and then also I just kind of had gravity working against me a little bit. But yeah, I would probably say that was probably the most difficult part on these walls, was making that kind of a radius cut, and keeping things from drooping and making sure the cuts look nice, especially because of the fact that we didn't use any, you know, metal edging or anything on here. So the cuts really, they're very visible. So I had to make sure there wasn't any, you know, rough cuts or anything like that. I really had to make sure to polish each piece before I put it up there. Right. So, but yeah, now I'm onto the floor. Okay. The biggest thing with the floor when I was getting my layout was, I just kind of wanted to make sure that once I got to this opening in the toilet area, I tried to make sure that I wouldn't have like a kind of a horseshoe cut or a double horseshoe cut around this around these two openings, because depending on exactly where the tile ended up, that could have been a pretty time-consuming cut to have to make. So I kind of just tried to make sure, you know, I would start out with a good sized piece here and end up with a good sized piece, and so far it's going good, and all the cuts are kind of laying out nice. Don't have anything small. And then the customer also wanted us to, instead of just having kind of a straight cut up against where the shower floor will be, it's coming in at a slight angle. So I think that'll be kind of cool looking. And then it'll just be the pebbles on the shower floor will just butt right up to that floor tile. So I think that'll look cool for sure.